we're just going to explore here and understand what this demand group, demand report, SKU group, rotating SKU group is. And it's just the fact that we think about inventory. What if the three of us came into your store with a bunch of Home Depot 50-gallon buckets and a bunch of masking tape and Sharpies, and we literally went through your vault and we subdivided your inventory into literal buckets that said $10 1 gram infused indica pre-rolls. And if a customer walked in your store and put their hand in their bucket, they would be happy. They might say, "Can I get a jealousy thing?" And you'd be like, "Oh, let's look at the bucket. Oh, we don't have that flavor today. Will you take this one? This one's really similar." They're going to be happy. You're going to sell through that bucket. Understanding demand in this complicated world of cannabis and strain-based products is understanding how full does that bucket need to be so that it's not overflowing and so that it never gets empty before you replenish it. How are you keeping it in this range? And we need to create 200 buckets across our inventory so that we can understand that demand. That is how cannabis ordering has to be done to stock perfectly to demand. If you do it at the SKU level, you're going to overorder because these SKUs replace each other. If you do it at the category level or the brand level, it's too broad. These products don't, a 2.5 gram infused pre-roll does not replace a 1 gram, 10% THC indica, pre-roll in there. Like, you have to get more specific. You have to understand your buckets, your inventory as buckets of demand. So if we go over here, we did that. As fast as we can slice the inventory, I can tell you how many $10 1 gram infused pre-rolls do I move store by store? What's my aging across $10 1 gram infused pre-rolls? How many days on hand? Arguably the most important number in this entire screen, because it's predictive aging. This is the past. You have to deal with this. If it hits these buckets, like, you have to take action. There's SOPs that have to kick in here. This is going to predict how many of these units are going to go to each bucket. This report is going to break down all the data I need to know here. More importantly, if I needed to restock, it's going to tell me that. Now, I'm well stocked on these stores because I was trying to go for 14 days on hand. You can see, I'm hovering at around 30 days or less. Where this really becomes powerful is when I flip on this restock. So what this restock is going to do is build suggested orders for me. So you can see here at a store that's understocked, this is surfacing what I need to order with these added carts. Build my suggested purchase order. I can just do add all to cart here, and it's going to tell me all these heaters, what I need to order, what my estimated cost is. That's not my estimated cost in Jeter because I was obviously doing some testing and had a bunch of stuff in my cart. So if we do that again, when I clear my cart and I don't have 1,000 SKUs, you can see that's called load testing, y'all. What happens if I had 1,200 SKUs and try to build an order in my cart? Let's go back to having the 7, right? So I can see what my estimated Jeter order is here, and I can send this off to them. But the important thing is that without a bunch of pivot tables and a bunch of work, we did all this math for you. We show our work. There's interesting data in here. But the important thing is we're surfacing a suggested order. And if we go back to that timeline roadmap slide, automated ordering, the thing, where we're going. It's where we're there. This is the part of
Automated ordering.
Automated ordering. I've got it. We solved it. Done. End of call. We are, and I'll tease the next step in automated ordering. You watched me create a demand group. You watched me create a demand group of that 1 gram infused pre-rolls. It was pretty easy, right? There's a lot of nuance. You do have to create 200 of those to bucket your inventory. You need the three of us to walk in with those Home Depot buckets and those markers and sort your inventory for you. That's what we're working on right now. So Andrew, who's not just COO, chief data scientist, has been working on the machine learning, the AI, we'll buzzword it, right?
It's an AI. It's actually
we're using AI to scan your inventory and do that bucket for you. We're sending the robots into the vault. They're going to do it. We don't want to do it. We want to hang out with you and talk about big level things. We'll let the robots go do the Sharpies and the masking tape in the buckets. Robots are being deployed in your inventory. We're going to automatically slice your inventory into all the buckets. When that's done, I could do add all to cart across every bucket. And that is my order for Monday that I need. Is there a lot of nuance to that? Yes. Are we going to be working on this until the end of time? Yes. Is that a big step in we know accurate ordering happens at this bucket level, at these SKU group levels? We know it can take a lot of work to create those. So if we create those for you, it's a big leap in automated ordering. And that's some of the stuff that is coming in these next releases that is right on the horizon. Cobb's working on it, Andrew's talking about it.